Coach Chris Parker, Fayetteville Elite, one of the original coaches, one of the original founders. What we're doing right now, we're putting on what we call an all-star game. The first annual. We just called a lot of our players. Some of them are off away playing college basketball. A few of them, one of them is actually, he won't be here, but he even had a little short stint where he went overseas. And we have a few kids right now that hold some D1 offers that'll be graduating in the next couple months. And we just pretty much put this on just to kind of give the kids a reason to come back, and also to kind of do a little bit for the community, because when we were playing ball, there was a lot of community-based tournaments that we played in, and we had a lot of support from Fayetteville. Started this about 2011. We were fortunate enough to gather a bunch of players from one area, put them all together and take them around East Coast and kind of play some really good teams and able to compete. And we tried to kind of set the tone for how AAU should be. Fayetteville Elite, we started as a non-profit actually. It has an acronym, stands for Elevating Lives Individually to Excel. Aaron Curry actually came up with that with us. Chris Curry, his brother, was one of the co-founders as well. We also kind of used it to kind of help a lot of at-risk youth. A lot of our kids that we were dealing with at the time, you know, were having some issues and stuff. So we used that to kind of do tutoring and also keep them in the gym to keep them out of trouble. culture-wise, man, in Fayetteville, I think we're kind of underrated when it comes to basketball, man. No disrespect to any of the other cities in North Carolina. That's one thing about us, man. We love everybody, and we respect everybody. But we do feel like we have a pretty high level of talent here. A lot of times you think of Dennis when you hear Fayetteville, but there's a lot of other kids around here that are really, really good, and even Dennis will tell you that, and that's part of why he represents Fayetteville so much, because he knows what's going on in Fayetteville. Fayetteville is a hotbed for talent, man. Like I said, we were just fortunate enough at the time to get up a lot of kids because there wasn't a lot of AAU organizations around at the time. Also, when we started this, like I said, there was a lot of kids that, you know, we like to work with. We're trying to keep them in the gym, to keep them busy. Really good kids, good students and everything. Just, you know, a bunch of different things may have happened that caused them, you know, to make some bad decisions. But in this case, man, another thing we're going to do in this is we're going to pay a little tribute to one of the players that played for us that died, unfortunately. He was shot last year, I think it was, early last year. And his name is Raekwon Williams. We call him Rich Homie. That was his nickname. That's what the kids called him, and you know we don't mind with the nicknames. But it was just a sad case, man. It's unfortunate that we had to deal with it. So we just want to show our support to his family, and you know let the boys know that you know if any of them want to talk to us about it, because it did hurt a lot of the kids, and it really hurt a lot of us too, because he was the first one that we ever you know had any issue like that with, and it kind of set us back a little bit. So we did want to kind of put this on to show his mom some support, show his family, and then allow some of the kids to come and, you know, share their support for him as well.
In memory of Raekwon Williams, for his many years of loyalty, dedication, and support to our club's success, we miss you, Fayetteville Elite family.
We also have another guy that was one of our coaches. His name is Mr. Rudolph. He worked with the older team, and we're going to do a little tribute to him as well today because he passed away from cancer during the time that we were doing the Fayetteville Elite thing, and that's why a lot of times when you've seen us, we would do the blue and the pink for the breast cancer, and I think the blue at the time, Coach Bonds was telling me it was for a form of cancer as well, so we would always do the cancer awareness uniforms to support that because we did have a few parents and a few coaches that had a battle with cancer while we was there.
In memory of Rudolph Whitehead, for his tireless efforts and selfless determination, you are truly missed from the Fayetteville Elite family.
We just want to let a lot of the kids know, man, just try to stay in something, man. Try to stay doing something positive because a lot of idle time, man, sometimes lead to bad decisions, and everyone's bad decision you can't really necessarily come back from. So we just want to let all the kids know that, man. Just try to find something to do, something positive. It don't have to be basketball, it could be anything, but just find something positive to do to put your time